Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Below the Cap News. We're going to do our NFL predictions and pick'ems for week 1. Yes. Probably going to do new shit again, but like, football's football. Let me cook, alright? Let me cook. Alright, so, I'm going to go through this really quickly. I'm recording this really late. NFC playoffs. Picks. We're locking in the Lions, Falcons, Niners, Eagles to win their divisions, and then the Packers, Los Angeles Rams, and the Commanders for the wild cards, all right? Detroit, they've done nothing but improve every year, and I really think that this is going to be another fantastic year for them. We love Dan Campbell. San Francisco's had a lot of offseason stuff with the Ayuk and Trent Williams contracts, and now the Ricky Pearsall incident, thank God he's okay. But they, and really by they I mean Purdy and Shanahan, have a lot to prove this season. Winning a Super Bowl was hard, and not a ton of players get it on their first go. So I'm excited to see if Purdy can keep this type of play up on his shoulders. Dude's got a chip. A lot of people are shading the Eagles, and I guess I kind of get it. New coaches, ratchet secondary, and they did collapse at the end of the year, but Saquon is going to do wonders for this team, I promise you, even with Jason Kelce gone. And the Falcons, although they are the best team in the worst division, I think a new coach, quarterback, adding Justin Simmons to an already elite secondary is going to set them up to have a great year as well. And for the Packers, it's just like, bro, like they're just never gonna be bad. Okay, like they went from Favre to Rodgers, and now Jordan Love, who's literally by almost every metric the best quarterback in the league the last like 10 or 12 weeks last season or some shit. I don't know. It's just ass that they can do that all the time, but I love Matt LaFleur, so they're gonna be really good this year. Now the Rams, they've rebuilt their whole defense after losing Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey over the last 2 seasons, and as long as Stafford is healthy and he plays like at least like 12 games for them, they're gonna be a lot because they're gonna win a lot of games with the weapons that they have. And my squad, the Washington Commanders. Okay, look, Jaden Daniels is a generational talent. Okay, he and Caleb both are going to put the league on notice this season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like kick Caleb out. But JD is far and away the best quarterback we've had since RG3, and he hasn't played a snap of the regular season yet. Terry's going to have a great year. B-Rob is going to have a great year now that he's splitting carries with an experienced back. And speaking of, please, Austin Eckler, do not be washed. Please do not be washed, I beg you. And Dan Quinn has the ability to improve our defense on almost every level. Okay, I don't love Cliff Kingsbury, but what he did with Kyler those first couple of seasons cannot be overlooked. All right, but yeah, fuck Dallas. I don't care that I left them off here. Mike McCarthy looks like a grown-up member of the Lollipop Guild, so I don't really care. I don't care. AFC, okay? I have the Chiefs, Dolphins, Texans, Browns to win their divisions, and then the Ravens, Bills, and the goddamn Jets to make the wild cards. Look, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to pick them to win the Super Bowl because that's lame, but the Chiefs are probably going to three-peat, which honestly would be kind of insane. I'm not going to lie to you. But obviously, you know, best player plus best coach equals at a bare minimum a division title and a playoff lock. So that's just what I'm here to do. Miami is going to be really fun to watch this year. Tua led the league in yards last season, and Tyreek missed a game. All right, Waddle's TBD, but HN is healthy, Ramsey is healthy, and Mike McDaniel is having the same Miami remodel that Pat Riley had when he bought the Heat. So they're going to be fun to watch yet again. I absolutely love the Houston Texans this season. Okay, Tank Dell is healthy. CJ with another year on his belt. And adding Diggs and Joe Mixon is going to make them potentially like the best team in the NFL. Let alone like Will Anderson, bro. And they just have, they're really good. And Stingley, they're really good. The Browns are a weird team, but I like them to play well again. Even if Deshaun and or Jameis play just all right, their defense is probably like still the best 11 right now. Myles Garrett will forever be a force to be reckoned with, and they're going to hold teams under probably like 20, 21 points per game again. Oh, and if they get Nick Chubb back at even like 80%, that man is still a top 10 running back. So they could bust some heads. Now the Ravens are tricky, because yes, they lost Odell, but they added Derrick Henry, which potentially allows them to have the best like run game ever. but their defense downgraded heavy. And yes, like they'll win games. I worry if Lamar can have an MVP caliber season again and get them to that 1 seed. So I think they're going to fall to the wild card. Now look, yes, the Bills aren't great per se. Say what you will about Josh Allen, the guy wins you games just by himself. Keon Coleman could be great, sure, and so could James Cook, but I wrote off Josh Allen once. I promise you I will not be doing that shit again. So Bills are a lock. And look, the Jets... The Jets are going to make the playoffs, all right? I don't care that you don't like Aaron Rodgers, Colin Cowherd, and Nick Wright. I don't care. A-Rod, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and the nasty combo of Sauce and DJ Reed are going to cause legitimate problems for teams, barring Aaron actually plays this season. So, yeah. Okay. Awards. MVP. Give me CJ Stroud. Dude is going to hoop on every level. He has a year under his belt, upgraded weapons, and an ambitious head coach that will allow Stroud to unload. And again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the best record this season. High key. Offensive player, Tyreek Hill. I stopped saying shit about CeeDee Lamb, okay? Tyreek is going to be the first player to break 2,000 receiving yards. 2 is probably going to lead the league in yards again, but Tyreek is about to cook, bro. Especially since Jalen Waddles might miss some time. It's going to leave a lot of opportunity for Tyreek to get those targets. Defensive player, Sauce Gardner. Right? I think that he's truly going to be out for blood this season and have a similar type of Revis Island type year. Not that he'll be that good, like nobody's ever going to do that again, but like, you get what I'm saying? Lockdown, yeah. Offensive rookie, all right, fine. I didn't say the Bears would make the playoffs, but Caleb Williams will win the award. All right, Jaden Daniels is going to make his case, but Caleb will win it just because it's a popularity contest, whatever. Defensive rookie, I know he fell in the draft, but I really like Dallas Turner. Minnesota is going to need their pass rush to be elite if they want to stay remotely relevant, and Turner might turn a lot of heads. It's right there, but yeah. Comeback player, again, probably going to be Aaron Rodgers. All right, all dude has to do is just play one full game, and he has it locked. So, I mean, respectfully, it doesn't matter how well... Oh my god. It doesn't matter how well Anthony Richardson's going to play. Aaron has it on lock. For the Super Bowl, Houston Texans are going to take down the San Francisco 49ers. Each team has one of the best offenses, an ambitious head coach, and great defenses, but CJ is him, ladies and gents, and he's about to put this league on notice for the next 20 weeks. Trust that. And Diggs is going to get the ring. All right. Now I'm going to do a pick 'em. I'm going to try to do this every week. I'm going to run through it. Keep up. Ravens over the Chiefs week 1. Lamar has Mahomes' number in the regular season. Plus, there's no film on the RPO with Derrick Henry yet, so that just might overwhelm Kansas City. They lost week 1 last year. Still won the Super Bowl. Not a big deal, whatever. Packers over the Eagles in Brazil. Jordan Love is going to pick up where he left off. Also, let's just hope and pray that their team buses don't get raided on the way to the stadium. That would suck. Bills are going to smoke the Cardinals week 1. I don't care how much fantasy stock that y'all have put in on Trey McBride. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. The Dolphins over Jacksonville. I really do love T-Law, but Tyreek is going to break the 2,000 yards, so I mean, there's nothing really any of y'all can do, to be completely honest with you. Bum game of the week, but I'm going to take the Saints over the Panthers. They're just a better team, and Kamara isn't missing any games this year, so hopefully Derek Carr can make the most of that. Quick W. Bengals over the Patriots. I do like Jacoby Brissett, even though the Bengals lost Joe Mixon and Tyler Boyd, they probably won't make the play. I don't have them making the playoffs, but they can win against a bummy team week 1. Atlanta over Pittsburgh. Yes, the Steelers defense got better, but Atlanta did too. Atlanta just did overall. Justin Simmons is going to do wonders for them. And I'm telling you, place a bet down for a pick 6 for the Falcons. Russ and or Justin Fields is going to throw one. I promise you. Texans over the Colts. They beat Indy to make the playoffs last year, and they're going to pick up right where they left off. CJ for MVP. Trust. The Bears are going to smoke the Titans. Rookie QB, sure. Caleb is a stud, and they have a really good roster. Bears to cover, and a W. Locked. Now, I'll cut the Giants a break and say that they might win 3 games. This is not going to be one of them. Daniel Jones is terrible. And I do love Brian Dable. I don't think he's the problem, but even with Sam Darnold, the Giants are still ass. Seahawks over the Broncos. DK and Kenneth Walker are about to run a train on them. $5 if Zach Wilson comes in for Bo Nix. Hot take, Raiders over the Chargers. Okay. Harbaugh is great. Sure, he's an upgraded head coach, but Chargers lost way too much, and Minshew Mania now has the best weapon that he's ever had in Devontae Adams. So, and Max Crosby is still him. So, yeah, I'm taking the Raiders there too. Now, you know I'm going to pick them. Commanders over the Bucks. All right. I don't care if the Bucks made the playoffs last year. I really don't. Dan Quinn is going to help us, okay? Defensively. Kingsbury's going to help us. Jaden Daniels is going to be a lock. Terry is going to average 80 yards plus per game, okay? I don't want to hear shit. It's over. Commanders making the playoffs. Unless they play a bad team, I'm never going to pick the Cowboys. So yeah, Browns, okay? Dallas has a washed O-line, and Myles Garrett is going to eat them alive. I don't care how good you think CeeDee Lamb is. Not going to happen. Lions over the Rams. All right, I know I hyped up the Rams earlier, but I really like Dan Campbell, dude. I would go to war for that man, all right? Along with Aaron Jones, I would do that as well. Lions. And honestly, I would have taken the Jets here because I do like them, but Trent Williams and Ayuk got their deals done in time, so the Jets might be chalked. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I have to be unbiased. But yeah, lock is in if you want to win a ton of money. And yeah, it's been Blue the Cat pick 'em. I do hope I get these right every week. Hopefully we get them all. And thank you for watching.